We are at number 15.
How do you reinvent and reinvigorate the festival that defined a generation? A little over 3 decades, Lollapalooza went from a counterculture movement to one of the biggest live performance events in the world. But as their lineup evolved, their audience evolved right alongside it. And as Billy Corgan gave way to Billie Eilish, they got to asking, how do you broaden Gen Z appeal without boxing out the older crowd? By bringing art into it and making it feel authentic. Our rebrand took the festival all the way back to its 90s roots. With a new brand identity revolving around highly iterative collage elements and paper-like textures, we dramatically expanded their visual toolbox and called back to a time when the Xerox was a paintbrush and zines reigned supreme. The system's flexibility gave us a huge amount of control over the festival's 4,000 plus touchpoints. It allowed us to leverage their partnerships in a cohesive way while giving the festival a dynamic launchpad to keep their visuals fresh for years to come. The rebrand took the stage in 2023 and coincided with Lolla's biggest year yet. The event broke attendance records and brought an estimated $300 million in tourism dollars to Chicago. But most importantly, we got it right in our own backyard. So when they took the show on the road, it didn't get lost in the crowd.
Someoddpilot, Chicago. Katie, are you going to join us? You going to be on the camera? You going to turn on your camera? Okay.
Hey, that's Katie too.
As a Gen Xer, fill in the blank.
Also.
Why are you pointing at him? No, introduce yourselves. Introduce yourselves. This is our first time getting a chance to get to meet you.
Yeah, hey, I'm Chris, the founder of Someoddpilot.
Anton, partner and a creative director here.
All right, and we know Katie Meyer's name because she fought. No, I'm just kidding. I did ask you.
I'm Katie. I'm a producer at Someoddpilot.
Okay, so hold on. So first of all, amazing stuff. Like I said, Chicago is one of the world's great cities. Producers, let's just agree, gentlemen. It's God's work right there. That is God's work right there.
Yeah, she makes our dreams into a reality each and every time.
Yeah. All right. So walk us through the brief. Walk us what it was like, because you're fiddling with something that's iconic and you don't want to botch it.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying when you're a lifelong Chicagoan, as most of us are, and I certainly am. I was at Lollapalooza when I was in college, when it was a traveling circus, and being able to like represent and get the thing right for Chicago, especially when it's such a big deal, not only to Chicagoans but to so many other people. It was a pretty heavy load to carry for sure.
Well, what I really appreciate is that you just said something that is a really great device to get to something really profound, which is get it right in our backyard. So that's code for a lot of different things. So that's such a nice little galvanizing place to start from. How did you land on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was a lot of, so the part of the brief was making it very Chicago.
Right.
Without tokenizing the city as well. So no pizzas or hot dog, the classic cliche symbols of Chicago.
You should put dip beef in there. Beef sandwich. Continue. Yeah.
And our roots are in our studio got started as a record label 25 years ago. And so we were in indie bands and playing at the Empty Bottle and doing stuff like we branded Pitchfork. So we had like a very—
Did you really?
Yes.
No shit. Okay, cool.
And so we had this history, and I think that's what Perry, honestly, himself and all of C3, the parent company, what they were looking for in the rebrand was somebody who understood Chicago deeply and the music culture in a very authentic way.
All right, Katie, how long you been in the game?
I've been at Someoddpilot almost 9 years now.
Okay. So how did it feel on this one? Because it's, you're doing the thing, but then this pops up. When you first got the brief and it's like, okay, we're doing this, what was your initial thought? What was your first thought?
I think it was an amazing opportunity.
You're allowed to curse, by the way. You can if you'd like.
I think it was an amazing opportunity, just given our background, how we started with our roots in music. Just a super fun project, really, to show the love we all have for the city of Chicago, honestly.
Right. What's your favorite thing about being a producer?
Honestly, getting to work with all different types of people. and each day is not the same.
No, no, it is not.
Solving.
No, I was a morning show producer. It's different, but producers are producers. There's like a kinship to it, right? So I was a morning show producer in radio, and it's just the chaos. What's one piece of advice that you would give to a new someone just getting into being an agency producer? What's one piece of advice that you'd give somebody just kicking off?
Learn to be flexible and honestly go with the flow. Pivot.
Yeah,
you'll be fine.
Exactly. Gentlemen, so what's next?
What's next? Oh wow. Well, we just did like the 20th. So Lollapalooza had their 20th anniversary in Chicago this summer. And we updated the mark itself to include a 20 and made a whole system for that. So that was literally just happened for Lollapalooza or the studio.
You shamelessly self-promote, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think especially the way we think about brand work here, that was like a big pivot, reposition the brand, kind of like do the big reveal, but brands are alive. So like now we're at the next phase, like how do we activate the brand? What is next? The 20th anniversary was a big activation. And then after that, like how do you continue to allow the brand to live beyond just the brand grounds, but throughout the year? Because they're going global. Like they just had a festival in Brazil. They're opening up new locations all the time. So like continuing to help them grow this brand beyond just this being a 3-day event, but be a thing in people's consciousness beyond that.
I love it.
And we just relaunched our record label, so we're back in the record label game. And in fact, my high school thrash metal band, our album is being printed right now as we speak and comes out in 2 weeks.
Why didn't you tell me this before so we could have a release party? Now that I know this, so between Quality Meats, Dude Wipes are in Chicago, you're in Chicago.
Yes.
So let's do a bunch of Chicago stuff, please.
Yes,
please, thank you.
We have the space for it. We have a gallery called Public Works right underneath us that we host art openings and events all the time.
All right, so it's not just Chicago, but we're going to be doing indies only summits in 2025. First one's going to be in Detroit, but we are going to schedule a Chicago. But we'd love for you to come up to the Detroit one.
Yeah,
that's not that far. That's not that far.
That's easy.
That's easy.
That is. How's Wilco doing? What do the kids think about Wilco now?
Wilco, I've seen Jeff Tweedy at restaurants a few times.
Sure.
Yeah, and his kid is active in the music scene. As well.
I saw them in 1995 in Richmond, Virginia, at the Flood Zone, which was an amazing venue in Richmond. They were opening for the Jayhawks. They were the opener. So there you go.
Oh, yeah, right.
Damn.
Yeah, so, I can remember those days.
Yeah, just let me name drop a little bit. All right, congratulations. Thank you so much for supporting this award. We're so stoked that that you're on this list, and looking forward to connecting with you guys soon. And really awesome work. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
All righty.